Okay, so Ben Bostrom, I'm so glad you're here. And it's good.
Thanks, Danger.
You're
It's good, yeah.
So, what's new for you for 2011? This is a whole new year for you. So tell us what's happening.
I know we have the coolest situation going on right now. We've switched to Michael Jordan Motorsports,
Right.
Suzuki, and the bike it's a sharp knife. It's really cool. And the team they're just a great looking team. And then they had suggested Dainese, and I'm open for suggestion because I always heard it's kind of the Mercedes of the gear industry, you know? And I came down here and met with them and tried everything on, and I knew right then, you know, it's time to make the switch. So
obviously you can pick whatever you want to wear. How does your riding gear affect your performance?
The riding gear is everything for your performance, because when the rider's out there, you don't realize. It's not like a motocross where there's different situations and bumps and dirt and you're getting hit with things. It's quiet, and it's like this strange gentleman's sport where there's a controlled aggression, and anytime you have the slightest like flapping of the leathers, any concern on safety, something digging into your shoulder for 45 minutes, it takes away just that little distraction.
Right.
That might only be 1/10, 24 laps.
Right.
You're gonna lose the race, you
Right.
know? The gear is so important, and every time you fall down, you fall at speed.
Right.
Yeah, and you gotta know that gear is gonna keep me together, because if you fear crashing, you're probably not gonna be that fast.
Right.
So you gotta really believe in your gear. It's gotta be very comfortable. It's gotta fit like a glove. And I'm so fortunate to be in this seat with Dainese.
So Ben, tell me, how does the performance of the gloves affect your performance on the track?
The glove is the most important part, believe it or not, because this is your feel
Right.
to the bike, but also your feel to the front wheel, the dexterity on the actual grip of the glove here. It's pretty amazing. I was just explaining this as well. But normally you build a callus, and it's because the leather wrinkles in the hand, or it sweats and it grips, and it becomes a motion like this, and eventually it gives you a blister on your hands. They've corrected by adding these little feelers.
Right.
To add a little bit of give. But there's so much to the glove. This here, you know, all of us road racers have holes here.
Right.
But what also happens too, if it's just leather, when you put your hand down, it grips. When it grips, more chance of breaking wrist or anything else, because you better have the thing hit and slide with you. It's the same here. When you crash, when you tuck the front, the first thing to hit is always going to be pinkies,
Right.
knuckles.
Right.
And so normally you end up breaking your hand. I mean, who hasn't broke their metacarpals like 300 times, it seems like. But that's why they incorporate everything into the glove. It's a real art form to be able to make a glove that's this protective, but allow that much feel as well.
So Ben, tell me, what role do your boots play in your performance on the track?
I'll show you. Honestly, the best way is to see the boot itself. The best way is to come into Dainese and try the boot on. But Dainese runs a boot, and I used to always envy this boot because they put the leathers over the boot, and it looks so cool. All my heroes wore them this way, you know, it's the old school way. And I never realized that it had a purpose. With the Velcro on it, it keeps the rider from twisting and snapping a tibia fibia, you know, on a crash. But also, if you look at the boot, there's so much more to it. People don't realize what's on the inside. The boot, this is like human anatomy.
Right.
This is our outside, right? We have this epidermis layer. The boot's the same. It's beautiful on the outside. It's its skin. On the inside, it's hard shell. This keeps you from breaking all your toes. On the ankle support. People don't realize these are our bones. It's the same for the boot.
Right.
You know, we would look like this. We just happen to have this nice layer of skin. The boot's the same. Everything about it is there to protect you, but then also it's got a very sexy look. They've done a very good job having this much protection and allowing this much feel. Here, it's soft, but above your metatarsal, you know, and it's so the boot can flex, and it allows you very good feel on the shifter.
So Ben, tell me a little bit about this suit here.
I can tell you a lot about this suit.
Okay, let's hear it.
I literally rode in this suit for the last couple tests. You know, I made a point of this for the press thing, but it's really rare you can walk into a bike shop, buy a suit off the rack, and go race at, well, I was testing at Daytona at 200 mile an hour.
Right.
It fit like a glove, you know? There's always going to be small parts of the body that are different on everyone, so that's why we actually do make a suit, obviously, for yourself. But the Dainese suit itself it's pretty unheard of, honestly. But what I like to explain on the suit, for the safety thing, people don't realize when you hit, in order to try to save from breaking clavicle, anything like that, it's here.
Wow. You
want it to slide. The old thought of the suit, it took the impact and then the leather would grab. What's going to break? Here, you know, or you're going to tear a rotator cuff or something. But the other thing I didn't realize so much until I was looking at the suit just a minute ago, you build so much heat in your back. It's in the sun, but it's also, there's a lot of back muscles that get used for the road race bike, because you use this whole area, you know, from your traps all the way down through your lats, and you overheat. And I just realized that it has a vent that allows the air to escape. For the rider to feel like he's wearing a glove and be very free, the leathers have to move with you. And these move as your body would. They've done it very anatomically correct, you know. It's a very special suit, so I'm sure there's a lot more to it and I'll figure it out. I've only got 2 tests on the thing, and it's nice to say, you know, sometimes you're a rider and you have to promote a product that you don't totally believe in.
Right.
And this is one you can promote and know 100% that is the best product. And so when you tell me, go down to the store and get this suit, Dainese suit, you're actually wearing it, and you mean it, it's a good feeling.